a.m. New multi-millionaires in the making. Big boss now, but it all took some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation. Give one chance, you know what I do to it. Whole team get money and I'm used to it. Beat the odds and I'm still going used to it. Changing lives every day, you can YouTube it. Hold up, it's on when it's short. You know I stay down, stuck around for the glow up. And you can ask anybody around, yeah, they know us. We can't stop now, cause the grind is never over. Hey, you gotta top of lifestyle, give life. You gotta top of lifestyle, give life.
Okay, good morning. This is Tony Fleming. This is our Tava Saturday morning training. And good to see you guys. And I'm going to do this for the first time. Because somebody asked me the other day, they said, why do you don't do that? And I'm like, I didn't think about it. So I'm going to shout out everybody because, I see you, Jack Costello, Sharita Leon, Dory on Purpose, Lisa Adams Horsley, Jessica J. Hill. Who else am I seeing here? Because I've never done the shout outs. So they're like, man, why you don't shout out? I didn't know to shout out. So who else we got here? Van Smith, good morning. Boy, JD, Milton Burt, good morning. Tammy Clark, Melissa Mosley, Jennifer Wilson. I'm the professor. That's what you said. Okay. Terry Young, Anna Scott. Man, it's popping out there. So, tag some more people. Tell them we own and popping here. Ruby Stokes, Van Thomas. Who else am I seeing here? Ray Kelly. I like that name. Ray Kelly. Who else we got? Shanita Schamberger. Kristen Tyler Walker. Wow. We're popping here, man. They said, Tony, you just get right into it, man. You don't talk to the people. You don't do any of that. So I'm talking to the people. Trey, Grand Rising. Rick Howtower, Mark Willis. Who else we got on here? Who else we got coming in? Chandra, okay. Yes, so I'm doing TikToks and shout outs. Boy, y'all better watch out now. I got this thing down pat. I'm doing shout outs, TikTok, reels on Instagram. I'm dancing. Well, I don't know if you call it dancing, but I'm doing something. I'm doing the Flim swag. So hey, we ready to go. But look, I want to bring up one person right quick for about 10 minutes. And this guy is a superstar in the industry, superstar in the business. We want to talk about the event in Houston coming up. And he's the diamond in the company. He's a day one guy, just like a lot of us. Day one, matter of fact, the first minute probably when the system opened up, first minute in the system probably. But he's diamond executive out of Houston, Texas, Mr. Clayvon Browning. My man, Trayvon. What's up, Trayvon?
Don't do that.
Nah, we Clayvon. I would never let Lisa forget that.
I know you won't. What's up, partner? Hey, man, you looking good over there in that executive chair.
Hey. You doing pretty good. How you doing?
Hey, listen, first of all, you're doing a great job in executive capacity as our company's corporate trainer. The vibration, the energy, everybody can feel in the field, diversification. I just want to salute you, brother. I'm very proud of you, man. I'm very grateful. You're doing a great job. I'm great, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Well, we got a few minutes to talk about the event coming up, and we got two things we're going to talk about. The first thing is we're going to talk about why a person should be there. Why that it's not too late to be there. We've had people go make the decision 2 days before. And I'm talking about that's, you know, maybe had to drive 8-9 hours to get there. But why is it not too late? And why should people be at the event?
Why not? I mean, you know, this is why.
Oh, wow. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
That's why. I mean, come on. We all have them. We all have those who have paid the price up front and full, you know, and I'm not, you know, we're beyond trying to impress anybody. We've too much pain involved, but I am trying to impress upon you that if we can do it, you can do it. I think being a diamond is very honorable here at Tava. I think it's a great worthy goal because it simplifies leadership, servant leadership, and your ability to, like, you know, take care of yourself and your family. So how do you go diamond? You know, how do you pick up these awards? Well, you can't be in Tava. You know, what's up, Lisa? You can't be in Tava. Tava's got to be in you. And the only way Tava is in you, that's transformative. You know, there's a lot of people, there's thousands of people walking around in Tava and they quit and they come and they quit, they come. But when Tava's in you, you are fortified. You are transformed. You are beyond committed. You are with the leadership, with the company, with the mission, the bumps, the bruises, the celebrations, the highs, the lows. But more importantly, is like you get into this hypnotic rhythm, Tony, where you're not going to quit. You become unstoppable. Information is power. Applied information is life-changing. So you come to the convention and it becomes real for you because it's big. Now it's bigger than you. Now you know this thing ain't no hustle. Now you know Tava ain't going nowhere because you see the founders, you see the corporate leadership, you hear the stories of people going from rags to riches. You see all the other soldiers fighting in the trenches to make this thing happen. You learn the information firsthand so you can take it back to your market. You're pioneering. The convention emotionalizes things. And don't you think the hype and the emotions ain't real? You need hype. You need emotions. You need to be in a frenzy, even though it's going to wear off. But that's why we got another one coming in 90 days. Okay.
Right.
You need to be on fire in order to bust through the negativity, the rejection, and the obstacles you're going to face, turning your dreams into reality. You know, so if you don't come to the convention, it's actually, then you got a business perspective that it's lazy business. Because if you're not willing to invest in products, in conventions, hotels, flights, convention tickets, that's part of the business. My father ran a business for 50 years. He ordered inventory. He invested in the business every week. This is part of your business investment if you want to be a professional network marketer and not just, someone just hustling through this thing.
Right. Now, I was thinking about something. I told people about my story on Wednesday, how I almost missed the convention because my first company, I wasn't going, and I just kind of and I had a friend of mine that was a good friend of mine that joined, and he bought his ticket right away and he booked his flight, and he called me and said, what time you going? So, long story short, I had to do that. So I had to get there to the event because he was there. But when I got there, I haven't missed one since then. And you talking about over 20 some years that I haven't missed a convention. Do you have any convention stories of something that might have happened to you or something that you got at a convention or somebody who showed up because, every time we go to a corporate event, it's almost like, if you have the same feeling I feel, it's almost like, boy, I wish I had told 2 more people or 3 more people. You're sitting there, I wish I had really pushed somebody else to be there because of what people get from these events and how they get excited and come back. But do you have any stories of you in the past?
Tony, we cut from the same cloth, my brother. So many stories. I can just think of 2 that are very simple. I can think about the road trips. One thing I know, whether you're traveling to a regional or you're traveling to a convention, if it's 2 hours 5 hours, 10 hours. The stories of the camaraderie that's created in those vehicles. I mean, it's one thing if you're traveling with a spouse or a loved one. If you're traveling with team members, the visions that you create going and the new empowered visions that you create coming back to your market. Now, I want to start. I got two. Number one is the road trips.
Mm-hmm.
I remember jumping on a train to go from New York to Maryland just to get with my mentor. And we drove from Maryland to Virginia. And that was really just for a Super Saturday. But the road trip with the mentor and the information he was giving me, it was so emotionalized, it changed my life.
Right.
I can remember getting to another convention and coming out into the hallway, and I saw this man standing on a very small table that was like the convention furniture, surrounded by chairs, but it was just a small little table, and there was like 30 people surrounding him. It was Chris Oliver. And he was just talking. I mean, he was like a Messiah on the mountaintop.
Yeah.
And he was just dropping jewels.
Right.
It's turned into 25 minutes. And I'm sitting there looking up at this guy. And I'm like, man, I'm looking at his shoes, his suit, and the command that he had on the audience. And I mean, and it's just, listen, the final thing I'll say is this. When you get to the convention, everybody who's making some money, you ask them, hey, tell me one or two things you did to get to where you are. And would you mind just tell me one or two things that if you could do it all over again, you wouldn't do? And guys, you leave there with a notebook of do's and don'ts and come to the convention with expectations. Don't come blank. Come with expectations of what you want to get from it, and you're going to be fulfilled,
Right.
So, Tony, man, it's always a pleasure.
Yeah. Bro. That story you tell about Chris, that was the company I was involved in. I think that company mastered to stand on the table or stand on the sofa. After the event, everybody circle around you. You go stand. You get on the sofa. You get on the table. You get on something, and you start talking to everybody. And that's powerful, man. Especially after the event, when you see people who really receive something from the event. And I always say you never know where you're gonna get it from. It could be that talk afterwards. It could be somebody on stage. It could be somebody doing lunch. It could be somebody walking down the hall. Anything, something like that you stumbled across. It could be any of those things. But we also have something I want you talk about that you did. You invested in some tickets and you giving them out. You're selling them for $100, right? Because they're regular $199, but you invested in some. So. How they do? They call the companies and mention your name.
Yeah, I mean, I want to again give you props. I mean, for sparking that idea. I think that one thing is, remember, the company is ours. We may not be corporate, may not be ownership, corporate staff, but here's the thing: we got to fight to build this company as well. I really do believe that. And I think this is one of the things that some of us are doing as leaders as a part of that. I know I always purchase a lot of tickets. I always try to get 20, 30 tickets if I can. And for new people. But right now we're just fighting for attendance. We really want this thing to be mega. The company has announcements that's going to shift us. We're about to have an atmospherical shift here at Tava. Let me just keep it real. We're about to change the industry. I think we're going to leave all the competition in the dust, and we're building now the foundation to be $1 billion company. That's going to come in the future, but it's about what we do now. So don't let me retain the excitement. I'm fired up. So I want a lot of people at this convention. And so I'm willing now, as I know you are as well,
right,
to take at least 20 tickets. And I want my team to know this, but anyone, because Tava is our team.
Right.
Anyone who calls up customer service, if you call up customer service, and I guess you just mentioned Clavon, Clavon Browning.
Yeah.
We'll just use our names.
Yeah. That's it.
Just the next 20 people.
Right.
Because I got to keep.
It's probably less for me, but with you just announcing that, I don't know. So
yeah,
it doesn't matter as long as somebody calls there and get it. Because for $100, man, somebody can get two that's a to help somebody else get there. That's
20 tickets at $100. Just call customer service, Diamond Clavon Browning, and the first 20 people, you got your ticket for $100.
Yep.
And what else? Anything else that we can do, we're going to do it.
Yeah. So jump on it. I know today they probably can't, but Monday morning you need to get on it and make sure and get a couple of them, because it's going to be. We still got 15 more days or 20 more days or something. So it's going to be some more people that's coming, and they're going to need that ticket. And I don't want the company to go to $199. I mean, go down, because the people who paid the $199, they paid the $199. So it wouldn't be right if the company did it, but we could do it and say, look, anybody want to get it, let's go and do it.
The key is not coming alone. You mentioned that before. You coming to the convention is necessary.
Right.
Man, we're in this thing for leverage. So you got to find yourself 1 or 2 people, if not 5 or 10, to come with you, and eventually bring 100 people to a convention. I was taught that when I first came in the game. You bring 100 people to a convention, I don't care what company, what comp plan, you will go all the way to the top in 90 days. And I'm talking crown top, not diamond top. So you just keep building and turn that snowball into an avalanche.
Yep.
Keep fighting.
All right, sir. We appreciate it. We about to get started here with the training, and we'll talk to you later. All right. So our first speaker we're going to bring up. Matter of fact, I want to give a couple of bullet points before we bring this young lady up. Well, you know what? I'll save my bullet points to the end. I'm gonna let them go, and I'll take the last 15 minutes and talk about some of the things that I wanted to talk about. So let's bring up our first speaker. Is the triple diamond in the company. She's out of Dallas, Texas. Let me say this, though. She's out of Houston, Texas. Don't get it twisted now. Let me get it. And today is what we call powerful point days, not PowerPoint days. Because I remember back in the day, they would ask me, did you have a PowerPoint? I said, no, but I have some powerful points. So we got some powerful points today. No PowerPoints. She's going to tell you whatever. Y'all need to write it in the chat or whatever her points that she's going to go over. But she's a triple diamond in the company right now, the only triple diamond out of Houston, Texas. Do people get upset? Like, does Dallas and Houston compete? If somebody says you're from Dallas instead of Houston, is that something that I don't like that?
Actually, a lot of people that's in Houston drive to Dallas, and the people in Dallas drive to Houston. So we like one. Sometimes JD and I get on the road and just drive to Dallas just to get a different feel of shopping,
Because you know, up in the DMV, it's almost like Baltimore don't want to say DC and DC don't want to say Baltimore. So it's not like that with Houston and Dallas. So well, I'm going to turn it over to you, and you give them the powerful points, and I'll be right back. Well, I'll be back as soon as you finish.
Hey, good morning, my Tower family. Giving it back to Clavon. He had some very important points about getting to the event. And again, I just want to piggyback on what he said about Mr. Fleming. He has been doing an amazing job with his position now as a corporate executive, trainer, putting the platforms together so we all can grow. And typically, a lot of people come to anywhere that I speak to learn about retail, how to make money. We're changing it up today because, as you know, last Saturday, Miss Jazzy, who I personally sponsored, talked about retail, and she gave you some amazing, amazing things to do to get your money up, right? So I'm here today. Tony called me about an hour ago and said, TK, we've been talking over the last 2 or 3 weeks. I need you to speak on leadership. What? Leadership? And see, some people assume because I am the triple diamond that I know everything. That is absolutely not true. Okay? The position doesn't mean that you are entitled to leadership or even respect. So I'm going to help you out with some of the things I've been learning over the last 3 weeks. I spent about $4,000 2 weeks ago to go and see John C. Maxwell in person. And it was a different experience for me. Okay. I have been in the box in the last 6 years of my network marketing career. So for me to go to the event and expand my horizon, see some different things, hear some different things, have really led me to where I am today. As we know, John C. Maxwell has the 5 levels of leadership, right? Position, permission, production, people development, and the pinnacle. Okay. Leadership is defined as the action of leading a group of an organization. I'm seeking to improve my leadership skills because, can I be transparent with y'all? Y'all say, girl, tell me the truth. Say, girl, tell me the truth. Okay. I'm seeking to expand my leadership right now. I'm going to help y'all out because I hit a lid. You see how full this bottle is? See, in the industry, I'm known as the retail queen. I was voted the #3 network marketer female in the world in 2016. #3 out of all the women in network marketing. I am known as the retail queen. But I know God had more for me. So because I hit this lid, I had to acknowledge the truth. So what I wanted to do, more room for knowledge, right? I want to be like this so I can refill on new things. Did y'all get that analogy? See, when you hit your lid, you can't grow. That's it. That's it, right? I need more knowledge, okay? I'm confident in my current ability to go out and retail and make things happen for myself. You take the other 4 ways to get paid in our compensation plan. I know how to take those products and still pay my mortgage, my car note, my insurance, and all the bills. I promise you, all I need is our amazing 4 products, and I'm still going to be able to make 20, 30, 40,000 a month. I've done it before, so if you do it before, you can do it again, right? But the goal now is not to have things happen for just me. It's to help others in the organization. I have a PowerPoint, okay? So I'm going to help you out with 5 essential skills that leadership and practices that you should have in order to elevate. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready, okay? Number 1, self-development. Okay, y'all got it? Self-development. Because businesses today operate at a breakneck speed, like we're trying to get our money real fast. Leaders should prioritize a minimum of half of an hour a week to focus on themselves, whether that means learning something new or taking time to plan for the week ahead. So how many of you really do that? Like, you try to get ahead of the game, you give time for yourself, right? Self-development. That's number 1. Number 2, team development. Equally as important as self-development. Successful leaders today are adopting a leadership approach that embraces developing core relationship with business partners in collaboration to meet a common goal. So 1 is self-development. You see yourself growing. 2, team development. It's nothing wrong with building core relationships so you can collaborate so everybody can meet the common goal. And a lot of times the common goal is within our 3rd way and 4th way to get paid, right? We want our binary volume to flow up, and we want everyone to hit ranks. Number 3, I have my own PowerPoint, you guys, so y'all know that. Let's see. It's strategic thinking and acting. Number 3 is strategic thinking and acting. Leaders in business must remain nimble and responsive to change. which is what strategic thinking are among the most effective leaders. Strategic thinkers take a broad, long-range approach to the problem solving and decision making that involves objective analysis, thinking ahead and planning. This is where leaders need to think about the best route to get the outcomes that exceed the expectations for the people they serve. Okay? Are you waking up strategically thinking about how to post, how to go out and generate revenue, how to upgrade your commissions? Are you strategically thinking about the others in your downline, how you can help them? Now, one thing that they said was this. This is where leaders need to think about the best routes to get the outcome that exceed the expectations for the people they serve. Serve means perform duties or services. As leaders, just know this. Just because you hit a rank or title, that doesn't give you an entitlement. Yes, we want to serve our way to the top, but you also got to serve your way down. As leaders, I never did do rank because I'm this. At the end of the day, without the title, I'm Shay and Liz mom. And so when we serve, we have to serve down to pull others up. And the up can be just, hey, sending a random act of $50 for that person that you know may not have gas money or may not have food. It may just holding a conversation with a person and it makes them feel so alive because maybe they are not binary qualified. So don't skip a person that's not binary qualified or don't have a rank and feel as though you're untouchable. I think we all should be accountable for every single business partner, because once you show people that you care and you can love on them, then magic begins to happen, right? And so it's always good that we give back. You know, when you earn money, that's just my perspective, to be able to serve in a capacity where others feel comfortable enough that you're approachable and they'll stick and stay, whether they're making money or not, right? The fourth ethical practice and civic mindedness. I'm going to say that again. Ethical practices and civic mindedness. And here are the 4 points to that. Leaders set standards for their teams based on their values. So when people are looking for leadership, they want a commonality or something that relates. I have a single mom story, right? Things you talk about, things you do, things that you allow in your organization becomes a part of your team culture. So, hey, if all you're doing is gossiping and talking about people, guess what? It's going to show up in your organization and no one is making money, right? But if you teach them particular principles, if you're engaging in positivity, if everybody is on that same alignment and mindset, then you see the productivity, right? What you value gets valued by your team, right? If I'm a person that's valuing my money more than showing, or the things that I have, the cars that I have, my house, more than I value my team, then they're gonna start valuing, materialistic things. But when you value who a person really is and get to know their kid's name and value what they have, sympathy in their situation, guess what? That becomes a core value of your team. That's where the sisterhood, the brotherhood, and all the collaborations come together, because you value a person for who they are and not what they have. Many leaders are aware of the policies and the procedures that exist in the company, but they only seek them out in a time of crisis versus making them a part as a reference to the organization on everyday basis, right? Think about it. It's like we know particular policies and procedures and things that we should or should not do, but we only make it accessible or known when it's a crisis, okay? The fifth practice is innovation. Innovation is a good way for leaders to change things up and try something new, which sometimes leads to great ideas and better methods. Leaders need to create an environment in which people feel psychologically safe to try something new, see how it goes, and even fail. When you think about innovation, is you are your own independent business owner. Yes, you're a part of a team. Yes, you have a sponsor. But guess what? It's okay. And that's why I love Tava, because this is a safe place to try what you need to do for you, right? The way that I post may not be like how Sheila posts. The way that I go out and retail may not be how Kashawn retail, but that's okay. Through trial and error, you will find out what works for you. This starts by setting an example for yourself. And this is where it's recommended that leaders make time to try something new, whether it's a new process or idea. And let me give you a hint. They say if it's not broke, don't fix it. Some of y'all have things that are broken, you still won't fix it. If posting in your stories is not yielding you the income or the attraction or the business partners, you got to try something new. Start a weight loss contest. Instead of sending texts, maybe you want to send voice notes. Okay? So be innovative in your business. That way you can get some different results, right? Okay, and my last part is leadership is synonymous with learning. The best leaders are the ones who are constantly learning and figuring out how to fill gaps and develop skills that are most meaningful to them. Leadership means learning, not being a leader and feeling like I know everything. That's why I'm being transparent with you guys. Listen, my skill sets got me here, but learning will keep me here. See, for 14 months, I've been the #1 earner. I always tell myself, ooh, if I could just go out and get another Miss Moore, right? She's one of the hardest working women in the industry. I knew that her work ethic would yield progress for Tava, right? I was like, if I could just go get another TK, right? The skill sets that I have, the retail to recruit, the gift to gab. I mean, come on, that has to be a gift if I was able to recruit recruiters, right? Even though, Mr. Simpson is not with us, but okay, he was a double diamond. And for them to have more experience than me, I got to tell y'all, let me break that down. My story is very unique. It's an anomaly to the industry. One woman, single mom, recruited 2 people with more experience, right? And so I knew, guess what? If I hit a lid, how would I stay #1? How would I rise up? How would I pull other people's up? Take the lid off. Look, I'm just getting started. I have just touched the surface of becoming. I'm only 40 years old, right? And so even though I'm here, I can't have I have arrived mindset. That's what some people say. Oh, she's making money. She's buying this. I arrive and quit. No, keep growing, keep learning, right? Because I'm just beginning. So in this, I hope that y'all learn 5 skill sets, practices that you can use for leadership. I'm super excited about this journey. I'm super excited about Houston, right? And I know that because I decided to grow, right? The attraction of getting new business partners are coming. Like, they are going to be so great and amazing. And you guys that are here with us in Tava, I need you to stick and stay, because the announcements that we're going to make March 3rd, 4th, and 5th is going to take our listen. You think we getting paid 5 ways, Tony? Tell them we might be getting paid 7 to 8 ways. I'm just telling you that. Like, Tava is gonna be the company that names are popping. So always look, build relationships. That's gonna be so important in this season for you guys. One of the things that I don't want you to do is look at other people at other companies and start deleting them. If you're new to Tava, keep those people and let them watch you. Don't get mad because somebody tell you no now. And then if somebody tell you no and they join somebody else, guess what? It's not meant for you. Right? And so I need y'all to understand that follow up is important. Consistency in your leadership is important, because if people see you one day Team Tyler and the next day you doing something else and you don't feel like it, they're not going to join you. Even if you have to give the illusion that you are a hard worker every day, boom, zooming type of person, get it done, making money, that's what you got to do. Y'all, all gas, no brakes. That's what time it is. And like I said, Tony, we've been talking. I am just super excited about the growth, about the knowledge, right? And the things that are coming into play so that I can be able to duplicate and exemplify what leadership is, right? The humility, the integrity, being able just to serve people, to give back, pull people up. That's where I am. So it's not about TK, the triple diamond #1. At the end of the day, y'all know when I come, I'm thinking about these two girls, right? The baby girl turned 18 Monday, but when I get off of this Zoom, we're going to set up her 2 hotel suites and get her cake and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just super excited, and I got to keep going. There's some promises out there that I made, not only to my girls, but my family and even my teammates. So I love you guys. And Tony, that's it for me.
Man, that I don't use this word a lot, but I'm gonna go and say it because people always ask me why I don't say it, but I'm gonna say it. I'm proud of you, because to see you do that, the leadership training you just did, it'll be like me doing retail. And, I know how uncomfortable that would be for me doing retail, but I can see you easily being a top leadership trainer in a minute. All you got to do is just keep doing it, man. That's all you got to do is keep doing it. I know you've been working on that too. And you have to be a humble person to admit that you got to that level and you didn't have anything else. And so now you're going to get it. And man, I'm don't cry. You're gonna have me cry. I'm really proud of you though. I really just to see you, I'm telling you, I can see that you're gonna be good at that, just like retail. So go on, say.
Thank you so much, Tony. Just thank you so much for your collaboration. When back in November, when we decided to do Operation Turnaround, Details for Retail, you getting on the Monday night trainings every night, like never letting me down, being there, even when you're doing Monday night opportunities, you come right back on there, and just having partnership with someone like you has changed my whole perspective of the industry and changed my leadership. So I thank you for being who you are.
All right. So look, appreciate it. Don't go anywhere now. At the end, we're going to bring you back up and make sure you have some questions, or a question for people to answer. So don't go anywhere. But we're going to bring up our next speaker now. Hope she ain't crying somewhere. She might be over there crying too. We do a lot of crying around here. The Cry Company. So, all right, I want to bring up our next speaker. You crying? Are you crying? She would have cried too. There she go. So all the way from Detroit basketball, Michigan, Miss Chrisean Peace. Now, I asked, do they call you Chris? Do they call you Sean? I'm sure some people just say, what's up, Peace? Do they say Peace?
All the time.
Okay, peace. So look, you got some good stuff that you're going to go over today with us, I know. And when you finish, I'm coming back again. We'll talk for a minute on some of the stuff that you're going to go over. And then we're going to bring everybody back up again. So we're going to turn the floor over to you, Miss Chrisean Peace.
Yes. Listen, thank you, Mr. Fleming, for always thinking of me and for having me. And oh my God, TK, I don't even know how to come behind that. Leadership is very powerful, and you are definitely an amazing leader. And I'm so excited to be a part of your team. So thank you, Tava, as a whole, everybody at the corporate office. Our CEOs, thank you so much for even creating something. I thank God for even blessing you to come up with this because it has blessed my life in so many ways. And I hope to see everybody that's watching in Houston on Roads Lead to Houston. Get your tickets. Listen, $99 tickets. I even gifted a ticket last week to one of my team members. And I'm even willing to buy another ticket. So if you're on my team, just give me a call today and let me know that you want to go. Look, we got some extra rooms for you to sleep in. We can make it happen. Just get with me so we can get it done. I have an update because y'all know Tava is all about social sharing, right? And last month I told you guys about a third party that you can use to schedule your postings. Well, now that Facebook is in the metaverse, y'all, they are not allowing any third parties to interfere with what they got going on. Facebook and Instagram is in their own lane. So we are about to bring you up to speed because a lot has changed in the past 30 days with Facebook. All right. So remember, you guys want to focus on your focus. You want to know your audience. You want to know who you are attracting to your page, not necessarily your family and friends, but if you are beginning to get new followers, you want to kind of study yourself. You want to go back to that post or that story or that reel that you may have created, and you want to go back there and see, like, what did I do that allowed me to get more likes on this post than my previous post, okay? And that's going to show you, maybe it was you cooking. Maybe you were in the kitchen cooking and you posted up a video and you got a lot of likes or a lot of views from that. So that's your niche. So what you can do is you can cook, but then you can incorporate some products. Let me give you an example. For me, I did a video a couple of days ago of me flat ironing my hair, right? And I had my valet on the counter and I took a shot in between of me flat ironing my hair. And guess what? I got so many messages saying, is that what you take for your hair? Is that what you're using for your hair? How did you get your hair to grow? So guess what I did? I attracted them to that video, and this caused them to ask me, what are you doing to grow your hair? So now it allowed me to elaborate on my product without being so salesy. They may not purchase right then and there, but believe me, y'all, they are watching and they will purchase, whether they're going to purchase directly from you or if they're going to go to your website. And so this is why I tell my team that it's very important for you to post up your website link. You have a state-of-the-art website. It is beautiful. It has all the updates, all of the work is done for you, and all you have to do is attract people to you so that you can get them over to your website to purchase. All right. You also want to show yourself. Remember, we talked about this before. People love results. They want to see a real, authentic result. For me, weight loss isn't my thing. I lost 17 pounds, but I was able to maintain it. How do I maintain it? I detox often. So that may be a video. Hey, I lost 17 pounds. It is now 11 months. I haven't gained not 1 pound back. I'm noticing that I'm shrinking in my waist. I'm noticing that my skin is clearing up. That is one of my biggest testimonies that I love so much, is because now I have clear skin and it's an option to wear makeup when I used to have to wear makeup. So people love to hear that because we all have similar things that we struggle with that we don't like to talk about. So you want to be social on your social media. They want to see you. They don't always want to see stock photos. They don't always want to see pictures with you like this with the flare. They want you to come on and do a 20-second video and say, woo, I then you're going to get a DM or a message that say, well, where are you getting this energy from? Oh, I use this amazing capsule called Flare. You see what I mean? So you're kind of attracting them to you. Get a true result. People, listen, they love to see your friends' results and they love to see your team results, of course, but don't just post your team result pictures up if you have not tagged them, because people want to know that they're real people. So when you post up a result, make sure you tag the person who result it is. Don't worry about, oh, they're not going to buy from me or they're not going to purchase from me. You got to be very strategic, because if they have fallen in love with you and your personality on your social media, they're going to buy from you. Believe me, they're going to buy from you. All right. The next thing is being crystal clear of your focus, knowing your audience, right? But also be committed and be consistent. You can't post here and there. You have to be very strategic, just like Coach TK Walker just said. You have to be intentional. So you have to figure it out. For me, I just make a posting schedule. I make it a part of my schedule, and it's really a part of my lifestyle now. All right. So now we showed ourselves, right? We're getting our own results. We're crystal clear on who we are attracting. We're being consistent, and you're knowing your audience, because your niches will make you rich. If you are the valet girl, post you taking that shot every day. Let me tell you, Lisa Horsley is on it, and that is why she is a top earner, because she is very consistent with her posts. Go watch her posts early in the morning. Watch her posts. Watch my posts. I'm going to give you some motivation in the beginning, right? You know you're going to come to my page every day and get a prayer or some type of motivation or some type of inspiration. And then the next post, you're going to see me taking my product. I may not say anything about the product, but it's visual. I'm intentional. You're going to see me post my product. One of the 4, you're going to see it in my story every single day. I may not say go buy 5 for $25, because let me tell you, this is new. Facebook do not want you to sell on Facebook. I'm going to tell you how you can sell. So we're gonna throw the notes away, because I just got to keep it real. If it's okay, just put Wi-Fi money in the chat if you want to know how to get some Wi-Fi money through Tava. Just put Wi-Fi money, and then I know, put the notes down, and we're just going to keep it real. All right. Do I see Wi-Fi money? All right. So here we go. I talked about this in Houston. You want to go to your Facebook page and create a Facebook like page. It doesn't say Facebook like page anymore. If you go to the app, you go to the top, it's going to say pages. Go and add you a page. When you create the Facebook page, right, the like page, you can now go in there and create a shop. That's right, your very own shop. When you create the shop, Facebook is going to prompt you to go through with it, right? You're going to create this shop, and you are going to create a commerce account. Commerce means money, all right? Digital currency. And that's what's happening over here at Tava. It's digital currency, right? So you're going to create this shop. And what this allow you to do, it allow you to post your products in there. It allow you to create links. It allow you to add your website. And it unlock a bunch of features that you can later use throughout the app as you begin to advance. All right. So once you do this, and once you learn your market, you got to understand what you are giving to your market. So when people come to my page, they know that they are going to get, they know that I love to help women look good. I love to help women feel good. And I love to help women make digital currency, right? We like to be fit. We like to have fun, and we like to get funded. All right. So that is like my motto. So when you go to my page, you're going to find health and wellness. You're going to find fitness. You're going to find me having fun. You're going to find me with some creative ways to make money. All right. So that's one thing that you want to do right now on Facebook is you want to create a page and create a shop commerce account. And let me tell you something. What is so cool about that page, you can go live in that page and not be live on your personal page. And it is geared to just those people over there. So you can actually attract all your customers, all your business partners, your team over to that set page. And you can create that page where it's maybe giving meal plans, right? Or it's maybe talking about how you can make smoothies with the Valet 30. Or maybe, it's talking about the capsules and how you got someone like my mom who actually cooks with her flair. She actually opens it up and sprinkle it on salads and things like that, use it as a seasoning. And I mean, it's just a creative way for her to intake her vitamins and her nutrients. And I thought it was really cool and creative, but those type of things can be on that set page and you will attract people that are, people who are healthy or health conscious, people who are looking for ways to lose weight or looking for health products that are geared to us. So those are just a few tips that you can do on Facebook. And listen, you don't have to make a whole bunch of marketing materials and things of that nature, because you can go over to All Things Tava and we have a ton of information and flyers and things that you can screenshot and crop out and put in your stories or even put over on your new shop commerce page. All right. So I think that is it. One other thing I wanted to let you know about your Instagram account. This is really cool. You can use this today. Go over to your Instagram account, and at the top you can put your Tava link in there, right? Your website link. But that's not what I suggest you to do. Let me give you a tip. What you can do is you can create a link tree, right? And Linktree allows you to have a list of links in this, it's called a landing page, right? So you can create your Linktree. You'll get a Linktree app. You can put that Linktree app inside of your website link over in Instagram, all right? And when people click on it, you can create this and add all your links in there. So you could put a link that goes straight to the Valet 30. You could put a link in there that goes straight to the Flair. You could put a link in there that goes straight to joining the opportunity. So now when you post up on your Facebook, you can say, click my link. And when you go to that link, the first one to say Valet 30, they don't have to try to navigate through your website trying to figure out where things are. Because when people get frustrated because they're not familiar or they don't understand how to order online, then they won't order. So if you create a link tree, it'll take them directly to the link. All right, that's just a tip over here from the updated social sharing desk. And Mr. Fleming, I am turning the call back over to you. Love you guys.
All right, so let me ask you a question right quick. So everybody's going toward the reels now. And why is that? What's the biggest benefit of the reels?
Okay, guys, so Mr. Fleming clearly wants me to put all the business out here. Okay, so listen, Facebook is doing this phenomenal program that's called Real Play Bonus, and they actually just included me. So they pay me to post, but they've just been picking people randomly. So you could be chosen. It does not matter if you got followers. They will choose you, Mr. Fleming. But here's the thing. You have to make clean videos, meaning that if you go make a video over on TikTok, you have to call me so I can give you this app where you could take that TikTok logo off, because I told you guys, Facebook is in their own lane right now. They're in the metaverse and they're not worried about TikTok right now, and they don't want their logos on their page, okay? So we're going to remove those logos and we're going to put them over in our reels. I need every single last one of you guys to go make reels. I'm not talking about Facebook stories. I'm not talking about live videos. I am talking about reels. You will see it on your homepage. If you do not have the Facebook app, you need to download it on your phone. This is very important because if you don't have the Facebook app, you are not going to have all these new updates. So when you post these reels, right, you're getting all these views. Facebook is new to reels. So they're populating your reels through so many different market of people that you may not even be connected to or attached to. So y'all know what that means in our industry? Wi-Fi money. That means my phone is my ATM, because you can create reels and you're not just populating it through your regular feed. Facebook is pushing you out everywhere. And it depending on the number of views, not even likes, guys, the number of views. If somebody watch it for 3 seconds, that is considered a view. And if Facebook love you a lot, they will start paying you. And this is why it's important, so that you can get the money to go create you a like page that has the commerce account, because Facebook don't want to see the tab of catalog on your pages anymore. They want you to be social on social media.
Man, I'm getting my game together, right? So
I see
you see me out here, right?
Yeah.
I got some more stuff. Cooking up. So watch out.
All right.
All right. So can we bring back Miss Walker? And I don't know if Mr. Claiborne is still on there. He's probably gone. He had some stuff to do. But all right. So again, I want to thank you guys for being here today. This is our powerful point day, not PowerPoints. We do powerful points, and they had some powerful points today. And we also have our contest for the event coming up in Houston, where only one person can win, and I'm gonna get that prize for that one person. So currently, right now, we have Jerisha Moore with 5 points, Shay Ortiz with 5 points, Kiki Sanders with 5 points, Trey 5 points, Chris Courtney 10 points, and Shelly Brown 5 points. So Chris Courtney, I'm pulling for you, man. We need a dude to win this. So he has 10 points. So by the last training before the event, whoever has the most points will win. And you get 5 points for every question. So, all right, Ms. Walker, what is your question? And we can only take the first ones we see. I know some of y'all say I was there first, but it's only based on the first ones we see here. So what is your question?
Mr. Fleming, first of all, I'm going to say this. If they was on a training last week with Miss Jazzy, who in my social, she's I passed the baton to her, retail queen. You got a social media queen, Krishan Peace. I'm not going to be selfish. I'm going to let these two ladies help Tava out. So if y'all need them on a personal Zoom, hit them up. I'm just going to put that out there, Mr. Fleming, because these girls, let me tell you, you can't be broke when you got a social media queen and another retail queen. So reach out to these two ladies, and maybe they'll have time. I know they're hard. They'll make time for you to get on the Zoom with your personal team. So listen, I talked about leadership today, right? The first one was self-development, developing yourself, right? So what was the second one that I said that it embraces developing core relationships with business partners and collaboration to meet a common goal? There were 5 different.
We got to get our applause button, and we got to get our music button. So next week, because y'all need applause for the training you guys did, but we got to get one of those. So Tammy says we have some that's not the answer, Tammy Clark.
It was 5 essential skills, leadership, and practices.
I see team development.
That is.
Okay, that's Michelle. Michelle Austin. Yeah, Michelle Austin. So she gets 5 points. See, we need to have the crowd, clapping right now. So we're gonna have that next week, I promise you. All right, so Peace. Miss Peace, what's your question?
My question is, I guess this is more of a statement. Let's complete the blank line. Facebook no longer allows what? It was my update. Facebook no longer allows selling. You have to set up your like page.
Chris.
Chris. All right, Chris. Chris about to take the crown. So Chris got 15 points now. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, Chris. He's going to take the crown. All right, that's it. Y'all got anything before we? No, we at 12. So thank you guys. We out of here. There's my DJ. We'll see you next Saturday.
I do want to say this. Don't be ashamed. If you hit your lid and feel like you stuck, just go and seek more knowledge, right? Find the mentor that you need to get you to where you're trying to go, right? And we're learning that you can learn from anybody. Well, don't learn from anybody, but be specific in your goals and seek that person that can help you elevate and stuff. So
I just realized what you had, Miss Peace. That's a virtual reality, right?
This is the Oculus that is connected to Facebook. So I've been meeting a lot of people from all over the world, waiting for us to open up our next country because they waiting on us.
Hold it up again. Because when you did it the first time, I thought that was an Easter basket.
This is the Oculus. So
that's not an Easter basket.
Nope.
All right, so we out of here. I'll talk to you guys later.
3, 3, 3. Want a slim waist, all it takes is. Tip top shape, all it takes is. Just a little taste, all it takes is. No time to waste, all it takes is. Slim waist, all it takes is. Tip top shape, all it takes is. Money in the bank, all it takes is. No time to waste, all it takes is. I wake up to about see. I make mine by the leader. I drink life in a teacup. I like Valet 30 better than tequila. Yeah, Bessie, I sip that night. Got a little kick like Tai Chi. Look so good, better recognize me. This the type of lifestyle I'm icy. Still don't need chill on me. Flare pill, yeah, I'm still on it. Bessie a day and nightly. Got a little kick like Tai Chi. Slim waist, all it takes is. Tip top shape, all it takes is. Just a little taste, all it takes is. No time to waste, all it takes is. Slim waist, all it takes is. Tip top shape, all it takes is. Money in the bank, all it takes is. No time to waste, all it takes is. 3, 3, 3.